Hi Pisces, Scottish Gypsy here to do your weekly tarot reading from September 5th. Just before we get into it, I have actually pre-shuffled all the cards and I've meditated, so we'll begin shortly. But just want to remind you all it's a general reading for the collective sign of Pisces. So if today's reading doesn't resonate with you, just check into a future reading and it might resonate more. Also, if you are new to my channel, a huge welcome to you. I love having you here. Please hit that subscribe button and be part of the YouTube tribe here. Also, if today's reading does resonate, I would love if you would hit the like button and leave a comment down below. You know, the more energy we exchange on this platform, the more that the readings will start to resonate with you. Are you ready, Pisces? Let's look at the bottom of the tarot. What might be coming your way? Nine of Wands. Okay, so some of you could be a little exhausted at this point in time. You know, it can talk about the wounded warrior, so someone who's gone through the long slog and they're on the final stages, right? Because after this is the 10 of Wands, which is relieving the burdens, right? So I feel like you're really close to the finish line on something and you're persevering, okay? All right, let's look at the mystical wisdom. Epiphany, seek clarity. Okay, so obviously there's some sort of situation next week where you're going to get some sort of clarity or an epiphany moment. Yeah, so you'll know what your situation is. We'll find out more as we do the tarot. Oh, I love this card. Leadership, set your goals. And perhaps the epiphany is related to your career, okay? Maybe it is that you're getting the courage up to apply for a role, and that's the epiphany that you really want to go for. Okay, so that'll be for some, but you know, it's just leadership in generally. Set your goals. So it can just talk about getting good direction in your life by goal setting and getting a plan together for your future. All right, bottom of the deck, Moonology. Oh, that's interesting. We've got the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Pisces, look at this. So you've got epiphany, seek clarity, and then the answers you need are coming. So gosh, synchronicity of message there, okay? So yeah, I feel like there will be some sort of epiphany next week in a situation. One more please for Pisces. Beautiful. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So whatever the situation is, Spirit is saying that it's likely that both parties will win in the situation, which is always the best outcome, isn't it? Is when two people can walk away feeling good about, you know, the exchange. All right, I think it's really important. Okay, let's see what comes out in the tarot. Just get some energy into the cards. That card wanted to fall out, which is the Hierophant. So it could be related to work in some situation. All right, Spirit guides, can I have the first three cards please for Pisces, week commencing September 5th? First three cards please. Let's go, Pisces. Interesting. So things are going to pick up pace next week. 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You know, it can represent an exchange of messages going back and forth. So where you've got epiphany and the answers you need are coming, there could be some situation that, you know, there's this two-way exchange in a situation, and through it you get some sort of clarity in a situation and a win-win outcome. Okay, but it is just that fast forward movement. Okay, it's propulsion forward. All right, you guess what your leading energy was? Devil. Capricorn energy. Pisces. Okay, so you know, the devil does represent our shadow side. So, you know, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn and it's as simple as that in this, whatever this situation is, right? Or, you know, it can represent the shadow self. So things that are maybe, you know, addictions, bad habits, codependency, you know, just all of those things, right? but I think you're seeking enlightenment, right? Because you've got the hanging man here. So this is the energy of having that quiet time to try and get a new perspective on something. So, and I feel like it's in relation to a relationship. Two of Cups is that soulmate card, okay? So I feel like for many of you, the Pisces that I'm talking to, there's some situation between you and a person, okay? And maybe there is some level of toxicity in it, okay? And it could, as I say, could be, you know, maybe you're needing to address some of the shadow elements of yourself, Pisces, or as I say, you feel like you're dealing with something that's toxic. All right. All right, let's see what else comes out. Spirit guides, can I have the next 3 cards, please? Next 3 cards for Pisces. Yep. 2 more. 1 more. Right, we have 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and this can talk about, it's a transition card, so moving away from something that was probably, there was probably conflict onto smooth waters, right? So, you know, the Swords, you know, before this is the 5 of Swords, which is conflict, and the 6 of Swords is when you move to calmer waters. Okay, so there's definitely things are going to pick up pace next week because we have the Chariot here, which is major arcana. It's the card of Cancer. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with a Cancer as well, but don't have to. And then in the center of your reading, you have the Moon, okay, which is major arcana. So, you know, this is, it's Cancer and Pisces energy, but it is, I feel like there's something that you're trying to get clarity on, because the Moon talks about illusions, things that are unseen, mysteries. So there's something that you're not clear on, and I feel it's in some sort of soulmate connection. And you're going to get some sort of clarity next week. Then we have the Emperor, which is Aries, so the card of Aries. So you could be dealing with an Aries as well. You know, this could represent a boss person in your life next week, or you could just be taking on the energy of the Emperor, which means you're taking control of a situation, okay? And maybe you're, you know, taking control to seek clarity in a situation and achieve a win-win outcome. So I feel like you could be just, yeah, like taking control and bossing up in a situation. But yeah, you know, I do feel like we've got 2 cards of movement. We had the 8, actually 3, because we had the 8 of Wands before in the bottom of the deck. And then we have the Chariot and then the 6 of Swords on the bottom of the deck on this row. So I do feel like for some of you, you might be, you know, you could actually be moving, Pisces, right? So it could represent moving, or it could be a trip. This could be some sort of trip, holiday or something like that. Could be related to work, because under that we have the 8 of Pentacles. So some of you could be going on some sort of work trip next week as well. Remember, this is a weekly read, so we can get mixed messages. All right, Spirit team, can I have the final 3 cards, please, for Pisces? September 5th, final 3 cards. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We'll talk about that in a moment. Okay, then we have Justice, the World, and 4 of Swords. So I feel like there'll be some sort of healing and justice in a situation. And, you know, the World can talk about completions or endings. It's the final card in the deck, right? So it's about having gone through the Fool's journey and learned all the karmic lessons, and then World is the full completion, and then it goes back to Fool again. So so perhaps, you know, yes, this could mean that something's coming to an end with a connection, but it could also mean it's the end of that cycle, okay, because you've achieved. And the reason I say that is because it says the answers you need are coming, seek clarity, and a win-win outcome is forecast. So some of you could choose to mutually move on. You could come to an agreement to part ways amicably, okay? It won't be for all. But I feel like for some of you, justice is definitely win-win outcome, okay? So 2 cards very, very aligned. So there's some sort of situation next week where justice is served and a fair outcome is achieved for both parties, okay? And look, this is a card of healing, all right? So I feel like there's some, through this, whatever this epiphany is, and the win-win outcome, there'll be healing as an outcome of this, all right? Now, some of you could just, this could be your person, the Knight of Pentacles, okay? The very slow-moving knight, you know, but like they are the person to put in the hard work. They have a plan, they have a vision, and they're chipping away at it and working hard towards their goals. They're just, you know, bless them, they're just a little slow, okay? But I do feel like you are. So this is the person who's like taking the lead and setting goals and moving forward, all right? But yeah, that's what I have for you. I definitely feel like I could do some digging here to get a bit more information, but it is a weekly read. But I feel there's some sort of situation between you and a soulmate next week. Maybe there's something toxic here, or something that needs to come into balance, because we have justice and win-win outcome. So maybe there's just been something not quite healthy about the connection. There could have been some sort of mystery. Perhaps you had fears, you know, something that you weren't trusting in the situation, and through some sort of coming together, and perhaps you travel to this person or travel with this person. And yeah, I feel like there's some sort of clarity that is that comes to you, and there's healing, all right? And a win-win outcome is forecast. So either way, it looks positive. So even if you choose to part ways, or choose to heal the situation and the connection, you'll know your story, okay? All right, well, love and light, and see you in the next read. Bye.